Welcome to the TeenLife Live Summer Opportunities Virtual Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at teenlife.com. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter from Foundation for Teaching Economics. Take it away.
Screen. All right, can everybody see my screen? Here we go. Hi, everyone. My name is Becky Wilson, and I'm the Student Admissions and Program Operations Manager at the Foundation for Teaching Economics. Our name kind of says it all. Foundation for Teaching Economics has the goal of introducing high schoolers to an economic way of thinking. We offer selective summer programs for high school students interested in learning about economics and leadership principles. This summer, we're offering 20 different virtual program sessions and 4 in-person programs. Campus programs are 6 days in length and tuition is $18.50, which includes room and board, and virtual programs are 5 days in length and cost $700. We partner with prestigious universities throughout the United States, where in a normal summer, students get to spend a week on campus, living in the dorms and learning from professors about the economic way of thinking. Our programs focus on using active learning and engaging activities to teach students to solve real-world problems using an economic lens. We use activities and simulations so that participants can discover for themselves how the economic concepts are applied. A unique feature of FTE student programs is the integration of economics content with leadership development. Our goal is to improve participants' ability to work with and lead teams and connect responsible leadership to the economic way of thinking. First, I want to talk about economics for leaders, which we call EFL for short. EFL sessions teach young leaders how to integrate economics into the decision-making process in a hands-on experiential environment. The goal of EFL is to give promising students the skills to be more effective leaders and the knowledge to understand the economic concepts shaping the global economy. The program fosters students' commitment to continued learning about economics and helps students discover their potential as they assemble their own personal toolkits for effective leadership. The curriculum focuses on the introduction and application of economic concepts and economic reasoning skills and introduces students to leadership theory. College credit is available with the completion of a few additional assignments and enrolling through our partners at UCCS. Because we had so much success adapting our program this past summer, the majority of our programs will be Economics for Leaders virtual this summer. This program is highly interactive and covers the same key economic topics and leadership activities as the in-person EFL program in a synchronous online format. Economics professors and leadership instructors will provide instruction through Zoom, and economic simulations and activities will be facilitated using breakout rooms and other learning applications like MobLab and Pear Deck. To ensure students can interact with both their instructors and their peers, all lectures and activities have multiple instructors and support staff to keep things running smoothly. We had comments from students this past summer that this was the best online learning environment that they had encountered, and were pleasantly surprised with how interactive the sessions were. Our next program is Economic Forces in American History. This is an exciting cross-curricular program designed to incorporate history with economics and leadership. Lessons allow students to relive history by taking an active role in the choices that individuals had to make during key historical events. This program will be offered virtually this summer, and college credit is also available. Our final program is Entrepreneurship in the Global Economy, which will also be offered virtually. EGE goes beyond what most pre-college entrepreneurship programs teach. Participants not only learn practical skills like writing a business plan or how to pitch an idea, but also about the economic principles that make successful entrepreneurship possible. The EGE program is designed to help students understand the risks and rewards associated with entrepreneurship, evaluate sources of capital, understand market forecasting and supply and demand, and learn to apply the economic way of thinking to business decisions. Whether students attended in person or virtually, they agree that FTE delivers a remarkable program that helps them make better decisions and understand the people and the world around them. Students in our virtual program love that they got to meet people from all across the world, even some participating in the middle of the night due to the time zone that they live in. Current sophomores and juniors are eligible to apply. We do require an essay, letter of recommendation, complete high school transcripts, and a $25 application fee to apply. Admissions to FTE programs is competitive with decisions based on leadership potential, maturity, and the applicant's vision of their future. Above all, participants are intelligent and articulate students who will benefit from this unique educational experience. We strive to make our programs accessible and affordable to the best and brightest students, regardless of financial status. And scholarship funding is awarded based on a combination of factors, including financial need, leadership activities, and academic and extracurricular achievement. The final application deadline is April 14th. Applications are considered, reviewed, and accepted on a rolling basis. Space is limited at each site, so we encourage students to apply early to increase their chance of admittance to their preferred location. You can always email me at bwilson@fte.org if you have any questions about the program or application process. And you can also visit fte.org/apply for more information and a list of programs and dates that are available. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, you'll be hearing from LMU Pre-College.
I'm so sorry about that. I couldn't find my unmute button for a second. Okay, moving back into this. Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Okimoto. I am the Director for Pre-College Programs at Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles. Pre-college programs at LMU are structured to provide motivated high school students with a sneak peek at college through unique experiences designed to challenge their critical and creative ways of thinking. We aim to showcase the best of LMU during our summer, from our world-class academic programs to our experiential teaching philosophy. Every one of our online pre-college programs are influenced by LMU's mission. So to start, I'd like to introduce you to LMU for just a quick moment. Loyola Marymount University is a top-ranked national research institution that applauds big ideas, encourages imagination, and seeks to educate the whole person. We are a diverse community that supports each other and is committed to each student's success. We maintain small class sizes so that every student has a hands-on experience, and our undergraduate programs translate to real-world success, which is reflected in the outcomes of each year's graduating class. Our goal in pre-college is to put every ounce of that collective LMU energy into creating a similar experience for our summer program participants. So getting right into the programs that we offer, our programming is primarily made up of 2-week non-credit courses with a few small exceptions that I'll go into. We run 2 sessions with different programming in each one. As you can see, our first session is really focused in on arts and liberal arts programming. Each of these programs has a full course description at summer.lmu.edu, our website, that I invite you to read to learn more details about what to expect from each course. You'll notice here that our session 1 beginning screenwriting course has a note that says it's nearly full. I'll return to that comment in a moment. I have a little bit more to say on that later, but for now, to let you know, the cost of this online program, which is 2 weeks and non-credit, is $2,700. Similarly, we offer the following courses during our session 2 dates. These include screenwriting and acting. Again, those are by far some of our more popular programs, so we offer them twice, as well as our science and business focused programming. Again, I want to call out here that our entrepreneurship course is also nearly full, which again, I'll speak to in just another moment. These courses, again, because they are 2-week and non-credit, are $2,700. Finally, we run a 4-week credit-bearing film production course. Students must be current juniors in high school with at least a 3.3 GPA to attend. Program cost is the price of a summer school class at LMU. So you'll see it's a little bit more expensive, partially because the program is longer, 4 weeks instead of 2, and it offers actual college credit for the course. So at LMU, we believe learning happens as much outside of the classroom as it does within. And that is why we've planned a variety of social and co-curricular activities aimed at helping you build a community with your classmates and your summer cohort. These opportunities are optional. However, we believe that you get out of something what you put into it. Our 2020 participants loved the social activities and community building opportunities that we provided and often cited as one of their favorite parts of the program itself. They're a lot of fun. If anyone has any questions about them later, we would be more than happy to answer those. We also work toward preparing you for your collegiate journey ahead with tailored admission workshops geared toward your current year in high school. And finally, we partner with our Career and Professional Development Office on campus to provide you access to LMU alumni and high-level professionals in each of the industries you see listed on this slide, helping you learn a little bit more about potential future careers based off of your interests. And to speak to this really quickly, you don't have to go to one associated specifically with the class that you're taking. You are invited to attend any and all as you explore your future career goals. So quick information about our application requirements. While the majority of our programs are available to any rising sophomore through rising senior in high school, please be sure to check each program page on our website for all of the specifics. For example, film production is limited to those who have completed junior year by the start of summer. Additionally, most programs only need the requirements that you see listed here. However, a few programs do have additional creative essays or letters of recommendation. So again, I really recommend checking each individual program page on our website before starting your application and gathering all of your necessary materials. We had an original application deadline in March. We have extended that, and the extended deadline to submit is now April 15th. We do send admission decisions to most programs on a rolling basis as applications complete. So be sure to submit as early as possible, as space in some of our more popular programs may not remain available through the extended deadline. And that is true for those classes I mentioned earlier. Entrepreneurship and screenwriting session 1 will likely not remain open all the way through that deadline, since they are so close to being full at this time. And of course, if you have any questions after today's presentation, we welcome them. Please feel free to reach out to us by email, summer@lmu.edu, on our website, which is summer.lmu.edu. Or of course, we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter with the summer handle @LMU Summer Lions. Thank you so much. It was so nice talking to you all today.
Thank you. Next, you'll be hearing from Maryland Institute College of Art Pre-College Art and Design Program.
Thank you. Hello, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us. All right, here we go. So my name is Sabrina DePest. I am the Director of Marketing and Recruitment for Mica, Maryland Institute College of Art, Office of Open Studies, which produces our Pre-College Art and Design program. So pre-college at Mica is centered around a diverse spread of disciplines, whether you are interested in animation, graphic design, painting, illustration, architecture. We have a wide range for you to explore what your creative outlet can be, or what you want to learn more about. So this program is for rising high school juniors and seniors. Pre-COVID, we had everybody was in residency on campus, lived in the dorm. For this summer, we will be going virtual again with a 4-week remote session where you still do receive college credit. And we have some really cool options that we'll talk about for people that live all over the globe that will still be able to participate. So what you would expect in a pre-college remote setting is very similar to what you would do in person. These are examples of some of the programming that happened last year in 2020 in the remote space. So there's yearbook opportunities, documentation for workshops and photography. There's games involved, but this is a way to meet other students in the program and really just engage in a really community building way. So part of the pre-college program, it is a rigorous program for people that are really interested in art and design or really want to explore a creative outlet. And we close the pre-college program with a virtual exhibition where your family, friends, community members all will be able to see your work that you produced over the 4 weeks in July. And we also, part of our programming, so in addition to the studio aspect, there's a ton of different workshops. We have artist talks from people from all over the world, from people locally in Baltimore to provide some insight, as well as some Mica alumni that come in and talk to you all about their practice. So these are just examples of again, the diverse mediums. So you see graphic design, you see illustration, you see painting. It's just a really diverse way to showcase your skill set and build community at the same time. So part of the goal for pre-college is also to be able to connect with an undergraduate admission counselor. So every student in pre-college does get a 15 to 20 minute portfolio review, which is a great opportunity to get direct feedback on how to prepare for your college application. This is a sample schedule. So a lot of people are like, what are we doing virtually? So this is a lot of the outside of the classroom setting. A lot of these are all optional, but we do build in wellness activities. There's different parties and community building aspects just to break away from like the Zoom setting and step away from the creativity to really just meet with other peers and network with faculty and so forth. So for this summer, what we recognized from last year, we had students from all over the world be able to attend virtually. And we have two options. So wherever you live, whatever is most convenient for you, we have a morning option where you can see the class. Some of the class options there are, animation, fiber, graphic design, and then an option in the evening if you're on the Eastern Standard Time Zone for people that might live either on West Coast or internationally. The cost for pre-college this summer is $3,990, and it includes all the programming, access to any Adobe or digital software that you might need for your program, as well as college credits. So this is some of our students' feedback. It's 100% creating an inclusive and safe space. Some of the tech aspects, we use a learning management system, so I think that was something that was streamlined as we learned how to work in the virtual world, and the ability to meet with Mica students, community assistants, the teachers, having that one-on-one interaction was really beneficial. So to apply, you can visit mica.edu/precollege. General information that we ask in terms of obviously your high school, parent information, student information, and then portfolio pieces. So this is uploading 6 images of art and design that really speaks to who you are as an artist and really showcases your strongest work. Applications close on April 30th. And if you have any questions, you can contact our pre-college team at precollege@mica.edu. You can follow us on Instagram, Mica Pre-College, or visit our website. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, you'll be hearing from Worcester Polytechnic Institute Pre-Collegiate Outreach Programs.
Awesome. I'm going to share my screen. Hope folks can see my screen okay. Welcome again. My name is Andres Armenis. I use the he series of pronouns, and I'm the Assistant Director of Pre-Collegiate Outreach Programs at Worcester Polytechnic Institute, WPI for short. I'm super excited to talk to you today about our 3 interactive online summer programs this summer. So let's get started. So our launch program is our week-long program that engages students in grades 9 and 10. Our Frontiers program is our non-credit program that is 2 or 4 weeks and engages grades 11 and 12 throughout July and August. And then our Frontiers for Credit program is actually our credit-bearing opportunity this summer, where students are in grades 11 and 12 have the opportunity to take a college-level course during our summer session too. So I'm going to share with you all a little bit more about the ins and outs of each of the program throughout the slide. So our launch program, like I said, is an opportunity for students in grades 9 and 10 to dive into a STEM discipline of their choosing, either in a morning session or afternoon session. They have the opportunity to learn live. It is a synchronous program with our WPI faculty through presentations, demos, and discussions. And there's a lot of hands-on component that we've built into this virtual world that we're in this summer. So we're super excited about that. Our launch program is a little bit different from our Frontiers and Frontiers for Credit program in it is a registration-based program. So our registrations typically fill on a first come, first served basis. So if you're interested in potentially signing up for one of our morning sessions or afternoon sessions, we encourage folks to apply sooner rather than later, as the popular disciplines do end up filling up very quickly. So our Frontiers program is a non-credit 2 or 4 week online program where students have the opportunity to dive into a STEM major and a humanities and arts minors during the 2 weeks. Some folks are interested in hanging out with us for 4 weeks this summer, which is fantastic. And they will have a new STEM major and humanities and arts minor at the turn of week 3 of the program. It's also a synchronous program similar to launch, where students have the opportunity to connect and learn live from WPI faculty, graduates, and teaching assistants. And students have the opportunity to learn in tandem with other students from around the US and also internationally as well. Our Frontiers application is currently open, right? It is an application-based program. Our process is very, very simple. We like to say as easy as 1, 2, 3. We ask you to complete the application, submit your transcripts. Official transcripts are preferred, but self-submitted transcripts are also accepted via email. And we'd like to share that there's sort of no barriers to applying, right? So no letters of recommendation are required, and there is no fee to apply. So if you're interested in STEM and might want to explore a STEM program this summer, it is a great opportunity for you to do so. So our Frontiers for Credit is our credit-bearing opportunity where students in grades 11 and 12 have the opportunity to dive into a WPI college course during the 5 weeks of our summer session 2. So this is a little bit different from Frontiers and Launch, where this program runs asynchronously. So our classes are actually recorded, and students have the ability to take those classes at any time zone, sort of at their own leisure and their own schedule throughout the summer. So there's a lot of flexibility built into the program, as well as academic support. We've actually complemented the program a lot with a variety of different wraparound resources, tutoring sessions, and academic engagement opportunities. Our Frontiers program and our Frontiers for Credit program actually share the same application. So there's only one application for both programs. We encourage students, if you're interested in Frontiers for Credit, same process as Frontiers. All we require is a completed application and your official transcripts. And then applications are sort of are reviewed on a rolling basis, and we try to get back to students within 7 to 14 business days upon submission of their application. So you're probably wondering, Andreas, what can I potentially dive into in regards to STEM disciplines this summer? So as you can see here, for Launch, Frontiers, and Frontiers for Credit, we have a variety of different STEM disciplines. For Launch, from architectural design to computer science to crime scene chemistry, we have a couple of cool new tracks that we're really excited about engaging students with. Similar to Frontiers, from biomedical engineering to cybersecurity to interactive media and game development. Honestly, the opportunities are endless for those 2 or 4 weeks for folks interested in that program. And then as you see here, some of the WPI courses that were recommended for high school students, from applied statistics to Calc 1 to 4 to even introduction to computer aided design. Honestly, the opportunities are endless for you to take advantage of any kind of STEM discipline that you're looking to explore a little bit more this summer. I do also want to share that at the heart of our programs at WPI and our pre-college community is the community and the connections that we build and the extracurricular and sort of fun environment that we like to host throughout the summer. So from Minecraft servers to mass multi online games, sort of the opportunities to connect with peers of similar interests is truly endless this summer. I will share with you our registration is one click away and sort of our application is one click away. So visit our website to register or apply today. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Syracuse University Pre-College Programs.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Gianna Mangiacaro, and I'm also joined here with Otto the Orange, our mascot, as well as our Executive Director of Pre-College Programs, Chris Kofer. We are here tonight to talk to you a little bit about pre-college programs at Syracuse University. Before I get started, I want to showing our students.
It was absolutely captivating. It was awesome.
Life-changing.
Invaluable.
There was not a single day that I joined the classes Zoom call and didn't feel excited.
You get flexibility within your schedule, but you still get that intensive classroom-like education.
Syracuse is not a cookie-cutter school. They value who you are as a person.
Syracuse University, the people, the staff, everyone is just devoted to making sure that the student is becoming the best they can.
I would definitely recommend summer college at Syracuse University to any student who is thinking about a major or who is already passionate about a major.
If you're on the fence about applying, you should definitely apply because you get to learn about topics you're passionate about in a college-like setting.
Most definitely 2 thumbs up. I would recommend it to anyone.
And those are our students who attended summer college online. I'd now like to hand it over to Chris Kofer, our Executive Director, to talk a little bit more about our pre-college programs.
Thank you, Gianna, and welcome everyone. Thank you for spending time with us. So yeah, you heard from our students who were in our online courses last summer. They absolutely love their experience. We do a lot with them in their classrooms, a lot of academic support, but then also a lot of great stuff outside the classroom as well, like a lot of our colleagues talked about at their other programs. So we do have summer college online this summer with more than 70 courses, credit and non-credit, 2 3-week sessions and a 6-week session. Our on-campus program is canceled for this summer. We'll be back in, we're confident, knock on wood, we'll be back in summer 2022. We also going to talk very briefly about our accelerated semester online, where our current high school students are able to take online courses with our current undergraduates. Those are fully fleshed out online developed courses, so they're great. So moving on. So 70 credit, non-credit courses. Most of our courses are non-credit, about 40 of them. The rest are 3 credit. Some of those students are actually taking courses with undergraduates at Syracuse. You're going to acquire new knowledge, develop skills, and you're going to meet students from around the world, across the country and around the world. Last summer, over 800 students were in our 60 courses. This summer, we've added additional courses. Our application deadline is May 15th. Apply early, as our colleagues mentioned, courses do fill up early. We don't have time to show all the courses in the slide. It would look too small if we put them all up there, but we have courses across 10 of the university schools and colleges that are represented on this slide. Everything from art and architecture and design to everything in STEM and some really out there stuff, including death and disposition, and including digital and broadcast journalism and criminology, and you name it. We've got something for just about everyone across 10, which are all the undergraduate schools and colleges here at Syracuse University. So please do visit our website. On our main program listing, you can sort by subject area or by session date to then see the courses that are applicable to your interests. Okay, a typical day. Now, when we were residential, we had you working 6 to 10 hours a day. Everybody's loving it, totally immersed, but you're at home. We don't want to occupy your entire day. So we created a hybrid model, unlike a lot of our peers, where you're going to have typically 1.5 hours a day of live synchronous class time in every class. And then you'll do additional asynchronous class time and then homework on top of that. But you can expect to spend a minimum 3 between 3 and 5 hours a day, depending on how fast you consume content, how quickly you read, and things like that. So 1.5 hours is typical, but every course is a little bit different. So again, check our website for the details. And then we have all the stuff going on outside the classroom, which is up next. So you see in these little bubbles here, everything from trivia nights, which were hugely popular, esports tournaments, and then we bring in all the services that are provided to undergraduate students at our university. So career services are doing resume workshops. Those were very popular. We have the school college recruiters doing information sessions. You have access to the writing center if you've got papers due in your classes. So again, tons of opportunities to engage with students, not in your class, not just in your class, but in all the other classes. So you can engage with 100 students in a cool trivia activity. And we're mailing prizes home all the time. When you're on campus, we bring food to the events. Bring food, students will show up to your event. The incentive now, we'll send prizes home. So lots of swag, Syracuse swag being sent home. Thanks, Gianna. So the accelerated semester online, very briefly, is fall and spring. They're asynchronous. Most of the content is asynchronous with all the modules that you go through that are highly designed. We take 10 months to develop every course that we have out of our college. But then the distinguishing factor is each course also has one weekly 90-minute session. So you have the asynchronous work, but then you also have the community in your class. Now, this community does not have all the extras that you have in our summer college online, but lots of great cool stuff. So consider that in addition to your high school curriculum if you have the time. Okay, now here, this is important. What happens to our alumni, right? So 98% of our summer college alumni, they say that being a part of Syracuse University Summer College definitely helped them, made them feel more confident and ready to go. And then 97% of our students also are in progress with or have completed their degree. And then you can also see where these students are working. And I know I'm almost out of time. I think we hit it. Last slide is our contact information. Please email us. Please get in contact with us. We work with students individually. We want to help you find the course that's right for you. Thanks.
Thank you. Lastly, we'll be hearing from UC San Diego Pre-College Programs.
All right. Thank you all so very much for hanging in there. My name is Morgan Appel, and I am the Assistant Dean for Education and Community Outreach at Extended Programs and Public Programs at UC San Diego. And just a little bit about UC San Diego. We were founded in 1960 and are an internationally ranked public research university. So we are considered to be a public Ivy, and we're part of the 10-campus University of California system. And what we do is we transform a diverse global society by educating and generating, disseminating knowledge and creative works, and by engaging in public service. And of course, innovation is in our DNA. And what you see here is Jessica Meir, who was one of the recent astronauts who went up to the International Space Station. And we actually have a program named for Sally Ride, who was an astronaut and professor of physics at UC San Diego. So UC San Diego is a #1 public university, and we are just steps away from the Pacific Ocean. What you see in the middle of the screen here is Geisel Library. You just walk a little bit and you are down at the Scripps Institute of Oceanography, and that blue in the background is the Pacific. We deliver academically focused and credit-bearing pre-college programming for over 900 elementary, middle, and high school students around the world and throughout the year. Some of our programs comprise academic connections, futures, global environmental leadership and sustainability, research scholars in the Sally Ride Science Academy, and I will talk about those in a second. The prices for our programs range from $175 to $4,800 for some of the programs that require airfare and room and board. But our goal here is to enable all students to access all of our program offerings. So we offer a lot of scholarships and fellowships. Some of the programs that we offer are in medicine and in life sciences. In academic connections and research scholars, you are actually doing lab work, opportunities to work in laboratories under undertaking groundbreaking research in bioengineering, life sciences, and medicine, including oncofertility, looking at reproductive potential for cancer patients and survivors, sports medicine, again, bioengineering, design, and molecular biology. We have high school scholars from across the globe who work with professors as well as graduate students to co-author journal articles. So you will be getting a great head start, as well as to present findings to faculty and industry professionals. We offer these online and in person, both commuter and residential, public health conditions permitting. We have an initiative called Futures, which gives our scholars a leg up in post-secondary education and what we call the new collar economy. These include advanced technologies, broadcast engineering, business, design, sports medicine, science, and in other fields. All of our programming is credit bearing, and we issue certificates upon completion. Again, these are offered online and in person, public health conditions permitting. One of our favorite programs at UC San Diego is the Global Environmental Leadership and Sustainability. And these programs combine scientific research with leadership training and personal growth to develop future leaders and change agents. Each of the programs offers our students an exclusive opportunity to address environmental issues making news today, taught by renowned researchers and scientists. We have programs that include Arizona in the Biosphere 2, where you'll study with biomes and labs. The Scripps Institute in Washington, D.C., where you will study marine science and oceanography, and then you'll head to Washington, D.C. to work at lobbying congresspeople for environmental causes. And finally, we have a program that runs on the Big Island of Hawaii in collaboration with the University of Hawaii that looks at biodiversity reduction and habitat presentation. For some of our younger scholars, we have the Sailoride Science Academy, which offers science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, or STEAM workshops for elementary, middle, and high school students, as well as parents. Our programming for parents, no matter where you are in the world, is offered without charge. For the Sailoride Science workshops, scholars study space science, screenwriting, marine biology, computer programming, among many others. And again, these are available online and on campus at UC San Diego, public health conditions permitting. So really all that is missing is you. And one of our academic connection scholars really describes the experience as with enthusiastic and passionate instructors who were able to provide influence and interest in marine biology and oceanography. So I hope that you will come and visit us. And here is my contact information should you need it. So thank you.
Thank you. I just want to invite all of the reps to come back on to do a round of Q&A. So in the same order that you presented in, just go ahead and share an interesting or fun fact about your program.
Oh, interesting or fun fact. Okay. I don't know. I feel a little on the spot, but I think our programs are unique in the sense that they take economics and integrate it with leadership content. So we kind of are developing well-rounded leaders that can use an economic way of thinking throughout their lives.
And at LMU, I would say that one of the fun facts we can talk about our social programming really quickly. We actually put our students, any student participating, into small group, what we call houses that are based off of our residence hall. They're all named after residence halls on campus. It's kind of a way we're bringing our campus home virtually to our students. And we employ a whole competition over the course of the summer. So all of the students within each house are competing against one another for points to be house champion at the end of the summer, and then obviously earn some LMU swag that we will send home at the end.
I guess I am next, I think. So a fun fact about Mica, Maryland Institute College of Art Pre-College Program, I would say is the artwork and the designs that are being created, especially during this time. I think it's really interesting to see from young people how they're processing all the events that are happening and how they're even shifting in their education and learning and so forth. And so just the diverse just representation of what people are experiencing through art and design and creativity has been really, really interesting and really, really impactful to see.
I would say the fun fact about WPI's pre-college programs are our herds. So for those of you that don't know, our mascot is a goat. Hence the play on words herds, but our herd hangouts happen all throughout the summer and are an opportunity for folks to connect with like-minded students. So your herd is really your home at our summer programs. And so I would have to say that that's one of our fun facts to share tonight.
Hello, fun facts from Syracuse. Well, we've got several. Otto the Orange is our mascot, but our original mascot was a goat. That's weird. Our color is orange, but our original colors were pink and green. Gross, but also interesting. We send a really cool goodie box to all the students who attend our courses with lots of cool tech swag in them. That's a neat fun fact. And then our average class size is 9. There you go. That's like 5.
All right. Fun fact or something interesting from UC San Diego. I think that our scholars find the experience dynamic, engaging, highly personal. And I think that once you come here, you'll never want to leave.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for sharing, and thank you everyone for joining us. When you go to close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at teenlife.com. So thank you, everyone. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye.